see, we are continuing our trek through eternal darkness. Where we last left off, we had just finished Alberto's chapter, which allows us to basically evaluate the structural integrity around us. This will come important one final time as we have to pick up the chapter page for the next chapter, which I believe will take us to war. All will be explained shortly. Just simply walk over here to where we saw the pillar of flesh, which was shown in the final cutscene in the last chapter, and you'll notice that there is a exam, and we want to go ahead and survey the area. Behind the picture is a chapter page that we could not see before, but there it is nonetheless. And enjoy this chapter, A War to End All Wars.
The Black Guardian grows restless, my liege. Its hunger increases, and the binding continues to weaken. We feed it flesh, but I fear it will not guard the relic too much longer.
There is no choice in the matter. It must remain and guard the artifact until the time of planetary alignment. After that, the Guardian may return to its lair. Our master does not like failure. It is imperative to keep the binding intact.
Then we have to find more flesh and bone.
The War to End All Wars redefined how mankind looked at war and the value of human life. Over 19,000 men lost their lives every day in the trenches of the Somme. Some say uselessly, some invoke a higher cause. I read accounts of the slaughter from many journalists who spent time in the trenches, but I found the account of a certain Peter Jacob to be the most horrible of all. His implication about the ancients' involvement with the war was hideous and so obvious. With the horror of the Battle of the Somme scant miles away and the distant echoes of pounding artillery, a young journalist named Peter Jacob researched his latest story from the front lines. His grim task brought him to Oubliette Cathedral, now transformed into a field hospital.
I find no solace in the purpose behind all the senseless violence that surrounds me. Young men die at a rate unheard of in centuries of warfare. Shelling, machine guns, and mustard gas rip, pierce, and burn their flesh. Men soak gauze in their own urine to stop the insidious gas. The hospitals here cannot cope with the torrent of wounded.
Now, one thing to know, Peter here has the highest stamina of all characters, so he can actually run the longest, even longer than Alex can. This will come in handy because he has a lot to avoid. once again we find ourselves in the fall of the Now, one thing about Peter's chapter is because the civil constance is this is a must that you have to have the spell level and the later levels. I will demonstrate later on in this episode how to get he also has one of the most important spells in the game, the magic attack, which allows us to attack anything with the foot that is of a personal alignment. Okay, so I'm going to turn my mic off now and let you all enjoy the episode. Okay, I did not know she would respawn, which means those bullets I used on them were wasted. Ah! Okay, we're going to have to find some bullets or some melee weapon to take those out better. when you come to this room, it's not very well explained, but there's a hole in the bottom of the floor, and what we gotta do is summon a trapper, and there's actually something on the other side of the... Wait, what? What? Let me try that again. Okay, that time it worked. But there's something on the other side of the door that we're walking up. Let's put the trapper we can remove it. Go into the next room, and there you will see our 7 points. Spell star. Lock onto this man that happens to be resting against the door, and let's send him to the trapper dimension, which we will see again later. Next room and pick up our 7-point spells. This is going to take me a while to upgrade all my spells. only side effect to having the more powerful spells also means that it uses up a lot more magic. And later on this level, magic is going to be critical, as you'll see when we get to the end. But for now, it's not that big a deal. Okay, the item that I missed in the previous chapter was right here in Peter's chapter. I mean, not Peter, but Olarusa. And it's the shield spell, but you can manually put in the shield spell yourself, which is what I did. For those of you that want to know how, you can simply go back to my previous stream, and I'll show you how to do it. Same two-handed sword that we had in the previous two chapters where we came here. So now you understand the whole reason why I made a big deal over that sword. Okay, if we use the reveal invisible here to reveal the door, it will also make us no longer invisible. So what I suggest is to go around the room killing all the baddies while you're still invisible, and then come back here to do the reveal invisible to break the spell. Okay, the reason I'm putting it as a 3-star in this for this next battle, you're not going to have much time to cast spells unless you're real good at timing. Now, there's two ways to do this next battle. You can either do it with the 3-point and just as soon as the chance comes up, you start casting. Or you do it with a 7-point, and if you're real good at timing, you can hit with a 7-point in the split second that you have to actually hit the target. Because otherwise, it's invincible to any attack. And it is completely impervious to any long range attacks except for the magic attack. I'm just going to go ahead and try it with 7. Hopefully I'll get lucky and not die. But we are getting to the boss battle, which is just on the other side of this door. I'm going to temporarily save it so that if I die, I don't have to come back all the way here and do this all over again. And now we finally get to fight the Great Guardian. This battle is a pain. I'm going to keep the mic on just so you can hear my reactions, but this is a pain in the butt. Now this will protect you from what you do, but not what you do. The Great Guardian can actually break through the barrier. have to switch over to the 3-point, which is what you're supposed to do. Let me try it with a 5-point and see if I can get lucky. Because the 5-point takes a shorter time to cast. That's so me. My point's not working either. I'm going to have to switch to 3-point. This battle is going to take forever. The 3-point is what they want you to use, and it just does so little damage to them. It takes like 5 hits. How do you want that? That doesn't make sense. How does he keep blocking my attacks? That's an answer. Now, if you do a 7-point and manage to get him, it will automatically go to the next phase. Oh no, that's my damage field. That means if he starts summoning zombies, I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, stage 2. He makes it shorter and he changes his pattern. This gives you less room to work with.
Here, Pargon attacks Xel'lotath Pargon.
And because he's a Xel'lotath Greater Guardian, all of the creatures he summons will be Xel'lotath. Actually, now that he's doing summoning, I can probably time my magic attacks with his. Let me try it. I'm going to have to summon new zombies. Because I can use that chance to I did time fight. I don't have the magic to do it. I'll go back to using the 3-star, and also I want to change my recover to 3-star so I can quickly restore that as well. I'm worried about my sanity, because if the sanity gets too low, doing that will actually start losing health instead of sanity effects.
Here, Pargon attacks
Okay, when he summons the last zombie, there's supposed to be 3 zombies, the third one's being summoned, that's where he's wrong. He didn't go vulnerable for some reason. What happened? Enchant item. Red. shield too.
Pargon attacks Xel'lotath.
That is definitely a hit. That's what happens there.
Two Pargon attacks
Don't worry, we'll be getting close to him very soon. Where'd my spell go? That does not make sense. Where did my spell go? Am I out of bullets? Yeah, I'm out of bullets. I'll switch to the sword. When you're fighting the red and blues, because the green one, Xel'lotath, takes away your sanity, and that just makes the battle drag on. I don't know why they did that. That's a hit. And we go to phase 3, which is the final phase. This is basically running in circles, avoiding his attacks at the same time when he tires the attack. I thought he was getting tired, but he wasn't. Now he's tired. That's down my head. That is not good. I needed that one to get my health back. All attacks on the next one. Arguably the hardest boss in the entire That was a hit. Ah, we got hit too. Enjoy the ending to this boss. Now that's what I call a bowel movement. Okay, we pick up the relic, and this concludes the chapter for today. Hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you next time in Eternal Darkness.
And that was how I came by it. I know it sounds crazy, but there you have it. The only proof I have is that statue.
It's a strange one. I've seen one like it before.
You have?
Yes. Very rare, though. Very obscure.
I've had experts take a look at it, and none of them know what it is. And you do.
I'm somewhat of an expert on these things myself. An interest I developed a long time ago while I was a young man.
Then you should keep it. Lord knows I have no interest in it. I am sure it's the cause of my sleeplessness. I keep thinking about it, as if it's calling out to me.
Then a drink, perhaps. For the gift. For an unusual objet d'art.
I actually had to look up what that means before. It means object of desire. And I don't know about you, but if someone gives me something that freaking creepy, I ain't going to desire it. I'm going to throw it away. Or sell it, whichever. Anyway, that concludes our chapter for Peter. And the next chapter... Ooh, we got the lucky penny. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do what we need to do. You know what? Let me think here. First things first, I gotta fix my spells now that we're no longer in battle. So let's go back to recover, assign 7-point Mentorok to get that back, and we also need to fix our magic attack. I will be keeping the magic attack because it is important, but I'll be changing the alignment to Mentorok so it can attack everything. The reason I had it for Jatoga was because, well, we all know Jatoga is strong against Xel'lotath, and Mentorok's attacks are more damage over time. But the thing is that with that Great Guardian, you can only damage it while it's blinking. Once it stops blinking, any spells on it dissipate. So you have to do as much damage as possible, as quick as possible. And as I said before, if you can get your timing correctly, you can actually hit it with a 7-point, but it requires split-second timing. And I tried. You all saw me. I tried, and I couldn't quite get the timing, so I just went ahead and did 3-point. And that's not my longest battle with the Great Guardian, but that is definitely one of the longer ones because I usually use a 5-point or a 7-point and just time it out as best I can. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. And the Great Guardian battles can go on for a long time, and there have been times that he has actually managed to kill me quite a lot. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this. The next chapter, we will be playing as a fireman exploring the caves where Roberto is, and we will be picking up the ultimate weapon. But unfortunately, we cannot use it as the fireman. We will be using it as Alex later on. So, hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all next time on Eternal Darkness.